Well, it's a mad dash now. There's 7 games to go. 5 points between us and Man City. 21 points to win. City need 17. No, they don't. Yeah, they need 17 to secure the title. We, of course, really need to win every single match. And that starts today against Wolves at Molineux. A very, very tricky match. An understated one, but a very tricky match away from home particularly. Hello there, folks, and welcome to part 14 of our Liverpool Bay to Save on FM20. Today we start with a match against the Wolves at Molineux. Wolves currently in 10th place in the league with 44 points. 13 wins so far this year, 5 draws and 13 defeats. We did beat Wolves earlier on in the season, but this is a very big game. Wolves are a very tough team to beat, as you would know. They just lost to Tottenham in the Europa League knockout rounds, which is a shame for them. But this year they have had a few scalps, it looks like. They've certainly not done too badly. They have lost against most of the main teams, but got draws here and there. They did lose against us earlier on in the year. I wouldn't mind a repeat of that. But I'm just trying to look. They got a draw against Chelsea earlier on in the year. But to be fair, in general, actually, Wolves do tend to beat the main teams or do well against the main teams. This year, it's been the opposite. And hopefully that stays the same today. Of course, no games since the last episode apart from the one game against Sheffield United. Yes, that's right. We didn't show that on video. We beat them by 3-0. Tried out a new formation against there. Really a dominating formation. A 4-2-2 formation. If we look, can we look at the... Yes, we can look at the formation, but unfortunately ours is at the bottom. 4-2-2 we did play. It was a dominating game match, as you can see. 35 shots, 19 of those on target. And... we beat Sheffield United by 3-0. Firmino and Origi really finished it off by half-time. A good man of the match performance from Bobby Firmino. And Alex Teixeira did contribute a goal after coming on from the bench. So the team today for this first game against Wolves, of course, before the titanic match, the first leg against Real Madrid in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, comes up later in today's episode. But first off, we're going to look at this game against Wolves. We've got Alisson starting in goal with Alexander-Arnold, Matip and Van Dijk at the back. You'd expect that, but we've got Joe Gomez at left back. Robertson is crackered, and Milner's in the midfield. So Gomez is really the next best option to be on that wing-back position. Fabinho, Milner and Wijnaldum in the midfield. I did say about Milner taking a step back, but I think today I'm going to play Milner, see how he gets on. And then Salah and Teixeira on the wings, purely because Mane is still injured and Shaqiri hasn't quite got the match fitness. And I just don't really want to play Origi today. It's just something about this game. And then Firmino, as usual, takes up his role up front. I haven't played FM for a few days. It's going to be very weird to get into it. Hopefully the momentum we've been building up doesn't get broken all of a sudden just because I haven't played FM for a few days. That's something that can happen and does happen quite a lot. And I apologise there's been a video for a few days, but just various things have happened. But the most important bit is that we are back now. Wolves going very, very, very defensive. Look at that. Basically, 7 at the back, 5 at the back with 2 defensive midfielders. It's going to be very, very tricky to break through that Wolves team. But I think we got to say we expect nothing but a win from this match. Ultimately, Wolves look to be seen to get the points, which, to be honest, is a little bit of a weird one because Wolves are never usually like that. Wolves are very usually expansive and attacking. But today they've gone very, very defensive, which might be a problem for us because, of course, we are very attacking. And if they've got 7 men behind the ball, or effectively 11 men behind the ball, we could struggle a little bit. But you just don't know. You don't know. The early exchange seems to be all Wolves, which is frightening me a little bit. With Dendoncker getting that one just past the post. We'll have to see how the game develops. Wolves with both shots so far. We have told the lads just to stay on their feet. Yes, we have, so that's no problem. But, you know, Wolves can get a result today. If Wolves got a result today, it completely finishes off our title hopes, I think. As I've said, we need to get 21 points, in my opinion, from all of the games left, which, of course, requires 7 wins. And since the last episode, there's been an FM update. You just never know. You just never know. What a blooming shot from Otto. That was straight off the bar. And this seems to be a little bit more flexible, a little bit more slick, it seems. I don't know if it's just because I haven't played FM for a few days, but it seems a lot slicker than it was. So I don't know if that's an update thing or what, but it might just be that I haven't played FM for a few days, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, we've got to win this game. I mean, of course, City will have a game in hand on us after this one. They did play Tottenham earlier on in the day and actually beat them by 5-2, which was a stinker for us. But again, we can't expect any less from City. We've beat them twice. They haven't lost at all apart from that this year. So we've just got to beat everybody else and hope that that changes. Or else we're not going to win this title. Anyway, Wijnaldum to Fabinho. Milner. Back to Fabinho. Good passing build-up play. Just worried that Wolves could nick this and get a counter-attack going. The midfielders have passed it too much now. Finally, out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Puts it into Salah. Salah trying to find some space. Wijnaldum gets it in just over the bar. Beautiful build-up play there. But not quite happening for Wijnaldum, despite having a little bit of space. Half an hour in, though, And Wolves aren't doing too badly. They've had a fair amount of opportunities. Only 38% of possession, which is a surprise. We tend to not have much possession, but Ruben Vinagre has took the lead for Wolves. Well, well, well. Well, well, well indeed. Wolves are 1-0 up, folks. I did not expect this, nor did I want it at all. Gomez had the headed clearance. It wasn't too bad of a clearance, to be fair. Dendoncker put it back into Neves. And Vinagre in way too much space there. Arguably, Alisson should get to it. A little bit unlucky that Vinagre hit it off the post and got that little bit of fortune to put it in the back of the net. But Wolves seem to have been the better team so far. They haven't had the most possession. They've done a bit of an us, really. Took inspiration for us. Not had much possession, but really benefited from it. But they're really dominating now. This is concerning me a little bit. And they are going very defensive. And it just makes me wonder whether we ought to get to that 4-2-2 formation just to see if we can just get to them by attacking in numbers. I don't think we should do that just yet. I think we should carry on for the moment and just persevere. But it won't be too long until we are going to a really aggressive formation. Because ultimately, as I've said, if we don't win this match, it's curtains. City can build an 8-point gap with 6 games to go. But they're laughing then. They only need 10 points from 6 games. They can afford to lose 2 and draw 1 and still win the title. So that's how important this game is. I know that 3 points here, I mean, they're still 6 points clear effectively. But yeah, we'll have to see how we go. No, it wouldn't. Yeah, a win would, yeah. Well, no, a win would be 5 points clear. Sorry, I'm just thinking because we are losing here. This is a real concern. And we're going to have to go to 4-2-2. As you can see, here's our formation for 4-2-2. A really dominating display, really, with 4-2-2. We'll put Milner and Fabinho in the midfield just because Wijnaldum's a little bit tired. That's the only reason that we're taking him off. And we're going to bring Divock Origi on for him. Up front, see how he gets on. Probably swap those roles around and put Firmino as a deep line forward. Any other subs you want to make? Just the one sub made so far. No, we'll leave it a little bit. See how the lads get on. We're going to get more direct, confirm the changes, and see if just that depth in attack brings something about. This is a really unnerving match, though, because, as I've said, if it finishes in a Wolves win or even a sort of 1-each draw, we're knackered. I think that finishes it. But Rojo in the box, not very good to see that Wolves are getting the chances. Marcus Rojo, now a Wolves player. That's an interesting one. But we could have a chance here if Alisson gets this out quick enough. Good ball from Alisson to Salah. Salah, what can Salah do here? Very nice ball to Origi. 1-on-1 with the keeper. But a good save from Patricio. Again, ended off the classic that you don't score 1-on-1s in FM. But Origi was offside anyway, so it didn't really matter too much. But again, it won't be too long. Certainly if this is an end in a Liverpool goal, for us to go very attacking in terms of the mentality. We've got to if we don't score a goal in this exchange. Good stuff from Gomez, though, to get that back. Can Gomez make something here? Lovely ball to Mo Salah. Is he going to cut inside or waste this? Salah, well, he gets across to put it wide. We're going to go very attacking. I said that we needed a goal out of that exchange. I know we've got a corner. I know it's still in our court. But we are being severely restricted by Wolves here. Wolves doing a fantastic job, it has to be said, to keep us at bay. But all we've got to do is just attack, attack, attack. And hope for the best. And that's really the best we can do here. It's horrible. We've got to have to bring Andy Robertson on for Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's tired. And it looks like Firmino's also had a knock. So really probably the wrong time to bring somebody on. But yeah, we've got to do something now. We haven't done anything all game. And if we lose to Wolves here, only be our 4th defeat this season. The first defeat, of course, since that game against Villa in December. And of course, a 4th defeat away from home this year. Still unbeaten at home. But this would not be a good result. Wolves through on goal again. Raul Jimenez, is he going to score the 1-1? No, he's not good from Alisson. But this isn't where we need the ball to be. We've got 20 minutes. And ultimately, we need a goal. We need 2 of them in the last 20 minutes. And we're going to be desperate in a minute to get them. And ultimately, that just leaves us more open for more mistakes and etc, etc. But 17 minutes left. And I think we need to change something. Firmino is knackered. Firmino is absolutely knackered. So we're going to put Salah up front. Do we? No, we're going to put Texera up front as an advanced forward and swap these 2 around. Put you as a complete forward. And we're going to bring Oxlade-Chamberlain on. Bring Oxlade-Chamberlain on. He's not great on the left wing, but I think he's probably our best option at the moment there. So, Firmino, again, just haven't really got the legs today. He's absolutely knackered. But let's see, we've got a highlight. 15 minutes to go. Could this be the start of a comeback? I mean, if we're going to be a title-winning team, it's got to be. Robertson, good ball in. Onto the other side to Gomez. Gomez into the box again. Oh, Origi's indicating he was pushed. Is this the start of a bit of a turn of luck? Johnny is going to be the one. And it's a penalty. James Milner's going to take it. I didn't really want that. Because Milner's missed his last 3 penalties. And this is a massively crucial moment. Not for just this game, but for this season. It's massive. Can Milner finish? Come on, Milner. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way. Milner goes the right. It's one each. It's one each. That's what we want. And I'm not getting too enthusiastic about that because a draw's not enough. A draw still isn't enough. A draw against a Wolves team, for most teams, is a pretty good result. But for us, it's just we can't have it. We need to beat them. We need to go and beat them. Very good goal from Milner. Great to see. But ultimately, we've got to do more now. We have to do more. So we've got to be more direct. Hit early crosses. Shoot on sight. Be wide with the attacks. Just distribute it over the opposition defence. Just hope that through grit and just keep going and having chance after chance that we can pick up a win here. But perhaps we don't deserve it. And perhaps Wolves could completely rain on our parade and go and win this match. Who knows? But we've got a chance here. Robertson. Just hoof the ball up, son. That's not really good enough. Straight back to Wolves. That's the problem as well. Wolves aren't fools. If we keep piling the ball up, they're just going to win it back and just try and time us out in effect. Or even, as I said earlier, potentially go and win on the game. Very good ball to Vinagre. Alisson saves. Well, 8.5 minutes to go. Plus stoppage time. And this is the wrong half the ball to be in. I believe to some extent that we're going to nick a late winner, but you just never know. FM's very funny in that way. It really is. Can we do something? We've got a free kick. Van Dijk's going to take it. Ball in. Chamberlain. It's out for the moment. Oh dear, this is the Wolves counter. This is the problem we're going to in attacking. I don't know who that is. Rudiaz. But anyway, he's doing well. He's got the ball. But luckily it was a terrible shot. But it's still eating away time. It was good time wasting for Wolves there. Can we do anything? This is right. This is in the complete wrong area. I said Wolves are going defensive. I said it'd be a tricky one to win. Can we get anything? Lovely ball. Hoofed up from Chamberlain to Alex Teixeira. Can our 25 million signing do anything? He shoots straight at the keeper. But it's good play. It's good play. Can we do anything? Yes, we can demand more from the lads. Can we do anything at this point? We've got a few minutes to go. Plus added time. Let's put the lads a bit more attacking. Let's put Milner as central midfielder and automatic. And we're going to put Fabinho. He's not... put him as a box-to-box. He's not really that sort of lad, but we're going to have to put him as attacking. Again, them on automatic. We just need as many bodies up front as possible, just to see if we can force a late winner here. Because this is the most important match suddenly. You wouldn't think it would be. The most important match of our season now. Good ball from Gomez to Milner. Milner to Salah out on the wing. Salah, come on, son. Can we have a bit of late inspiration? James Milner! Get in there! Yes! Come on! Yes, get in! Milner! Milner. Oh, well. I feel rather cocky now because I said I'm going to play Milner. I just fancy playing Milner. And I think that decision might prove to be correct. Goodness me. The most unlikely of scorers arguably for a brace here. But Salah back into Milner. First touch. What a volley that is from the 34-year-old James Milner. But it's not all over yet. It isn't all over yet. Hopefully that's finished Wolves off. But you just never know, do you? You just never know. We're going to revert back to our former formation. And just hope that now we can just finish this off. I'm more nervous now, I think, than I was before the goal. We're going to tell the lads to tighten up. I don't care what Klopp would say at this point. And say, just keep going for it, No! Defend out this result. 5 minutes added time. Oh, we've got a highlight. What? What the hell happened there? I went straight back into the game and there's an equaliser for Wolves. Oh, for Christ's sake. Look at this. What was Alisson doing? What were they all doing? Oh, this is ridiculous. We literally just reverted back. Within 2 seconds, bang, it's in. I can't believe that. Jesus Christ. That's finished us. That's done it. What did I say? We've got to be careful. Got to tighten up at the back. And what's that led to? A late Wolves equaliser. Well, is there more drama to come? Goodness me, this is ridiculous. Another highlight. What I like to see. I don't want it to be ticking away till the end. Chamberlain's on the edge of the box. If that was the highlight, that was a waste of time. 2 minutes to go. It's not going to happen, is it? We've got one more highlight. One more chance, potentially, for us. One more chance. This could be an even bigger risk, because, remember, Wolves could go and win this. Wolves could go and win this, and we lose all 3 points altogether. Good ball from Milner to Salah. Can we get another one? Salah! Free kick! Free kick, we'll take that. Rojo's going to be sent off. Rojo is going to be sent off. But that's not going to make a difference, I don't think. It's a free kick. Oh, and there's no highlight. That's it. That's going to be it. Oh, no. Patricio puts it out. Martinho. They want the draw. That's all they've wanted since the start. Oh, this is the wrong end. Completely the wrong end. Gomez makes the tackle. Let's hope it's not been a stupid one, because we don't want a red card or something ridiculous there. Oh, it's a free kick to Wolves, and this is done it. Cody's put the cross in. We've played over time. We're going to be looking to get any more time here, and that's it. Well, that rather finishes it off, I think. That's gutting. That has finished it off. I said Wolves were dangerous. I said they hadn't done anything this year against the big teams. Oh, look, Tottenham have put Klopp in as their manager. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's done it. I think it has. I think that's completely buggered it, basically. City are 4 points clear. Got a game in hand. Who's that game in hand against? That game in hand is against Chelsea. Okay, that's a big game. When have we got Real Madrid? We've got Real Madrid on Tuesday. Okay, we'll play in the Madrid game, and then I'll show you how... what time is that against Chelsea? We're playing at 3 o'clock. They play at 3 o'clock as well. Okay, so that'll be the next episode. Oh, dear. Dear, dear, dear. What a disaster. Yeah, I think that's Premier League over. I really do. That draw has put the final nail in the coffin. We were chasing them anyway at this point, but that is gutting. And next, we've got Real Madrid. What just go and spank that? I mean, I'm dreaming. I'm absolutely dreaming. But let's see. Are we away at the Bernabeu? Yes, we're away at the Bernabeu. We didn't do very well away at Molineux. But can we do anything better at the Bernabeu? Let's bloody hope so. So just a reminder before we go into this first leg, how we have got here. Of course, we won our group in Group H quite easily. We had 6 wins, 17 goals for us, 4 goals against. Then we got drawn against Bayern Munich for the first knockout leg. Not the easiest of draws, I'm sure, but by getting that away goal at Bayern Munich, that meant that a 0-0 draw at Anfield was enough to put us through to the quarter-final. And today, we take on the 2018, that's right, 2018 final opponents, Real Madrid, for the first time since then. We're the only English club left as well, surprisingly. Chelsea were beaten by Real Madrid by 4-0 last time out in their last game, despite beating Real 1-0 in the first leg. But Man City have also departed after losing 3-1 to Juventus on aggregate. So we've got PSG, Inter, Barca, Juventus, Real, ourselves, Atletico and Napoli left. So pretty tough one. And if we're going to win this competition, my God, we're going to have to play well, and certainly better than we played against the Wolves. So for this first leg, pardon me, against Real Madrid, we are going to go with a bit of a different squad to usual. Joe Gomez is at right back. Unfortunately, Trent Alexander-Arnold has managed to get himself suspended for this match, which isn't great. No, we don't want to look at Alex. I'll tell you what would be quicker if we filtered in our unavailable players. I think that'd probably be the quickest bit to do. There we go. Alexander-Arnold, he's suspended for 1 match, just basically picked up too many yellow cards. Joe Gomez got into the right back position, I'm happy with that. Van Dijk is knackered, basically, he's really tired, 84% fitness, so Laporte slips into that spot, I'm happy with him again, plenty of European experience. Robertson's left back, then we've got Henderson at defensive midfielder, again Fabinho's quite tired, with Keita and Wijnaldum in the midfield. Very important to rotate during this part of the season, so you'll see a few different names. And then Shakira replaces Texera out on the wing, and then the side is the same as the one who faced Wolverhampton Wanderers at Molineux. But today we have a much bigger stadium at the Bernabeu, and to say I'm a little bit worried about this is a pretty fair statement. It's a big game, of course. Look at that squad. Obviously, Eden Hazard is the new man there. Bale on the wing, but we've beaten Bayern Munich. Well, we didn't beat Bayern Munich, but I suppose we technically did on aggregate. On away goals, but we've beaten Man City so far this year, twice, and they're probably one of the best teams in Europe. So if we can beat Man City twice, why can't we go and beat Real Madrid? Let's see how the game goes anyway. We're going to go positive rather than attacking. We don't want to open ourselves too much to a team like Real Madrid. It could be a bashing. We could bash them. You simply never know. Or we could thrash them. That's probably a better word to use there. But a good ball from Kate to Mo Salah. And Courtois put it over the bar. Apparently a clear-cut chance that was, but Mo Salah couldn't finish it off. Again, adds to the one-on-ones not being scored in FM. That's just hoofed out by Gareth Bale from that corner. That's an Atletico player being sent off early on in the match against Napoli, so that could give Napoli a very nice chance away from home, and that would be interesting if Napoli got through to the semi-final. A bit of an unassuming team to get through to that stage, very early on in that match, as it is in this match, of course. Only 10 minutes in, but we look to be playing half decently. Real Madrid having the better of the play, it seems, with 4 shots so far, but no goals, no early goal just yet. But could this be the moment where that changes? Toni Kroos, good ball to Dani Carvajal out on the wing. Robertson can't really keep up with him. Tries to, but he's beaten him, and that's been hoofed away by Laporte. Very good stuff, very good start by Laporte, the new £55 million signing from Man City, who just simply didn't want him, but he's justified his fee there with avoiding a very early Real Madrid goal. But this is going to be an onslaught, I'd say, from Real Madrid, inevitably, in this match. But Benzema's got an offside there, so we're going to fight attack with attack. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Real Madrid are attacking. We're going to fight attack with attack. If we concede, oh well. It seems Gomez missed the ball there, and Bales just ran through, but a very good save, of course, from Alisson Becker. Again, we might as well attack. We are away from home, sorry, so any away goal would be crucial. So there's no point hiding away and trying to force a 0-0. And Wijnaldum puts it out for a corner kick. You can certainly tell the match engine's a lot different, can't you? A lot more sort of things that didn't happen before, like Wijnaldum hoofing that out. I'd never see that before. Hazard on the edge of the box. Thank God for that. Hazard's gone too long. And it's a goal kick for us. Only 1 shot for us so far. 6 for Real Madrid. Not really in our usual state, but we are playing Real Madrid. Just a little bit unique, these sort of matches. Firmino puts the ball into the box. Carvajal gets it out temporarily, but a bit of a mix-up really there for Real Madrid. And amazingly, even though Bailey's the one man up front, he still managed to get to this position. He beats Laporte quite easily and shoots. And it's into the side netting. But Real Madrid definitely the better team at the moment. But we'll just have to keep going. It's a point of the match. We've just got to get through and see if we can come out on top. We're going to tell the lads we demand more, though, at this point, just to try and motivate them a little bit. If you're not motivated against Real Madrid, for goodness sake, you need your head testing. But not very good for Firmino there. Seems we're making quite a few mistakes. A little bit pressured here, which isn't great. But Bale's through on goal, and he misses it again. It's wide. Wow, that's interesting. I can guarantee, particularly because it'll just be my luck, with this new patch coming out, that the tactic that I've used is rubbish on the news patch. You can absolutely guarantee it, can't you? The most important part of the season, not the start of the season when you can experiment, the most important part of the season, not necessarily in the Champions League, but in the Premier League when we've got to win every single match. And again, beforehand, it was a tried and trusted tactic. I do not know what Bailey's doing today. Fair enough, he's making the chances for himself. But he's not doing anything with the chances, for goodness sake. Henderson to Wijnaldum. We have a good chance here. Wijnaldum over to Salah. Very good ball to Salah. He goes past Marcelo. Salah in the box. Straight to Thibaut Courtois, though, in the Real Madrid net. Really good enough from us there. But we'll see how we get on. Ultimately, we have kept them out for half an hour. Is this where that is going to change? We'll have to see. Bale. 2-on-1, and we've got him. Nice. And we're going to pause it there because we put shorter passing on. We don't want to do that. But let's see. Firmino is on his own. Marcelo dispossesses him there. Carvajal to Sergio Ramos. It seems that one man up front isn't really cutting the mustard at the moment. Might have to change that after half time. Very good ball from Matic to Salah. Could we do this? Salah's in the box. He goes all the way. That was so close. Probably the closest either side have come to getting a goal so far. But not bad from us. But we're struggling a little bit, I think, from an attacking standpoint. We are playing kind of counter-attacking football. Ooh, that's a nasty challenge from Modric. But it doesn't seem like he's going to get punished for it. Shaqiri runs the fastest I've seen anybody run to take that free kick. But obviously nothing comes from it. Real Madrid, 60% possession, really dominating here at the Bernabeu. Not much of a surprise, really, but ultimately, no goal just yet. Robertson to Matic, back to, yeah, that's a bit foolish. Just get it gone, for goodness sake. Again, we're looking a little bit frail. I wonder if the pressure's coming to us, but again, it's Real Madrid. I'm not really too surprised, but Modric is through. He runs wide, and that's a little bit of a silly mistake. You watch them go and score, though, there. Carvajal, Robertson just can't keep up with him, but he just put him under enough pressure, to be fair, to force the shot from Dani Carvajal. And put it up against the side netting. So even though we're being dominated here, if it ends 0-0, it's not too bad. Okay, I know we could do with an away goal, but it's certainly better than being beaten 5-0 or 5-1, if you get my point. Anyway, Salah, still on the ball. Probably our best player today. Shaqiri's got past the defender. Shaqiri, 1-on-1, just does! He shot it in! That is the most unlikely chance possible. And a beautiful assist from Mo Salah. And after an onslaught of Real Madrid pressure, one of the few chances we get this half, we've made it 1-0, ladies and gents. He beats Carvajal, who seems to have been beating Robertson all day. And Shaqiri makes it a beautiful goal. And Courtois just couldn't get to that. And it looks like at half-time, admittedly in a game that I just wouldn't expect it whatsoever, we are going up ahead. We're going in ahead. And I think I'm going to tell the lads we're very happy with their performance out there. I'll tell you why. We've defended very well. They've had 15 to 16 shots. Atletico are down to 9 men, by the way. It's not going very well for the Madrid sides tonight, is it? But that could change very quickly, of course. Real Madrid are in a much better position than their counterparts, and quickly after Atletico go down to 9 men. Not a surprise, Napoli finally take the lead away from home. But yeah, we've defended really well, it seems, so far. Or Real Madrid just can't score for toffee. But 8 of those 19 shots on target defend does suggest the first one of those rather than the latter. Let's see. Carvajal's running across the wing. A little bit too much space, I'd argue. He beats Robertson, but Benzema with a tame shot, really. And Alisson gets to it. But good to see from us. Very good to see. We're an hour in here and we're still leading Real Madrid. Can we pull off what I thought half an hour ago would be impossible? But Eden Hazard can finish that hope off in just a second. Look at how he's ran across the wing. Henderson tries to beat him. And amazingly, he still doesn't score. Their attacks, they're almost very reminiscent to what we are in most games, I find, so far this year. They're attacking very well. They're getting the shots away, but just can't score from them. We're going to bring Oxlade-Chamberlain on for Gini Wijnaldum. And I think I'm going to bring Salah off as well. I'm going to bring Salah off, because Salah does seem quite tired. And I do want to save him for one of the games at the weekend against Villa. Ultimately, although the Champions League is very important, the Premier League, I'd argue at this point, is more important. Even though City can get a big advantage, it's still not over till it's over. So the Premier League is my biggest priority. But at the moment, we are doing very well to still be leading this match. It seems very worryingly 1-0. Marcelo with a shot. I jinxed it, didn't I? As soon as I said, oh dear, we're leading 1-0, Real Madrid come and make it 1 each. But to be fair, I don't mind that. We've got an away goal. And as long as we can restrict them to perhaps even 2-1 at the moment, I wouldn't mind that at all. But funnily enough, it was Laporte's block that actually made the chance for Marcelo, because Bale couldn't put the ball where he wants to. Pretty poor save from Alisson, actually. But Real Madrid, after really their dominance with 22 shots, finally get a goal. Not really sure what Gomez were doing there, but very good defence from Henderson. Very solid name at the back, it seems, so far. All the way back to Alisson. All the way back to him. Good ball out to Texera. Can he make a difference off the bench? Our new signing, Texera, beats Carvajal. Texera's still going. Very good with Texera. He couldn't really do... well, yeah, he should have done more with that chance. But very good to get past those two players, showing a bit of authority, and I love it. Texera back on the ball. Back out to Shaqiri. Back to Texera. Shaqiri can't quite do it. Laporte gets that. And we're playing pretty well. I think we've played well today. It's a good way. It's good to see. Yeah, it's very heartwarming to see after that shocking match, it has to be said, against the Wolves, really. But I'm going to bring Origi on purely because I think we probably should have made a defensive substitution, but I'm greedy. You know I'm greedy. We've got 10 odd minutes left. We're going to tell the lads we demand more from them. If we can get a late winner, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Again, I'm greedy. We want everything here. Even if Real Madrid make it 2-1, we took the risk. It doesn't really matter. We don't really want to be faffing around playing from the back, though, that being said. I know we've said play out of defence, but I didn't mean that ridiculously. Alisson comes out, and thankfully, it was the right decision. I was panicking there. I was thinking, oh, this is just a typical FM goal. And Alisson's going to completely muck this up. But there seems to be still more in this highlight. Alisson up to Shaqiri. Loses the ball, however, though, unfortunately, to Marcelo. This does not look good to me. Benzema. Isco. Bale on the ball. He's going to beat Robertson quite easily, I'd say. He shoots, and it's the side netting again. Gareth Bale, the most wasteless player, I'd argue, today. He's not had a good game, I wouldn't say. He's certainly not in my point of view and in my opinion. A few minutes to go, though, here. Carvajal's got a knock. That could help us in terms of an attacking vocal point, definitely. And strange throw in there, but we're just going to have to be careful to get this out without making a stupid mistake. Good stuff from Henderson to find Roberts on the left. Henderson been a very good defensive figure so far today. Texera hoofs the ball over. Not quite happening at the moment. Hazard puts the ball to whoever that is. Vinicius Jr. And he beats Joel Matip. Oh, that's just wide. Just wide. Danny Carvajal has just been substituted for a new right back. That could be crucial as well. But still a few minutes to go in this game. Can we carve out a result? Who knows? Let's see. We have got an attacking, which again, I want to win this match. If we lose, we lose. But that's the risk I'm going to take. Again, this is like we're going to have to play in the league. I think we're going to have to just risk it. Risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Or perhaps just a little bit more. Maybe our job. But yeah, very light corner for Real Madrid. Are they going to break our hearts here in this first leg? Oh, just over the bar. And it looks like, ladies and gents, could we get more than this? It's the last highlight. We're over time. What's going to happen here? Henderson. Okay, Marcelo gets the ball. We don't mind that. Joe Gomez. Had they added back the animation that... well, not the animation, but had they added back where the game finishes? You do wonder. Because before, it just skipped and the game would finish. Perhaps this is just kind of going through the motions for the end of the game. Who knows? But this could lead to something more, potentially. Who knows? Real Madrid seem to be on the defensive, though. Now, Gomez to Henderson. Just hoof a ball in, son. That's it. Oh, not quite happening if... I think Texera would have been offside anyway. But it looks like we're finishing off the match. And funnily enough, I'm much happier with the draw here than I was against Wolves. But I think I'm happy with that. We were unlucky. We were ahead at half-time. Real Madrid, it was inevitable they were going to score one. But arguably, we are the leading team going into that next match. Atletico looked to be pretty much out of the Champions League. Then down to 9 men. That was a bit of a catastrophe. But we are certainly still in it, in my opinion. It's 1 each after the first leg. And that is very solid. We've got to come back to Anfield next week. Only an 8-day recess. That is pretty harsh, if I say so myself. But in the next episode, we'll be focusing on places other than Premier League. We're going to be looking at second leg against Real Madrid, followed by the semi-final of the FA Cup against Man City. That is going to be a very interesting episode. 2 Titans. Can we pick up something out of that? But today, it's been a poor episode in the Premier League. I mean, we are going to get second now. That is no objection against that. But ultimately, they're not very pleased with our Premier League. With our Premier League results so far. But they are pleased with the Champions League. If we do go and win against Real Madrid, they'll be chuffed with that. But we'll have to see how we get on. But that will be all in tomorrow's episode. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment your thoughts as well and subscribe for daily FM20 content. But apart from that, thank you very much for your company today. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye for now.